All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. What's up, my people? How una dey now? What's popping? Waiting the sub, waiting the shelle. I hope you all had a good day. This is my preview for Chelsea's game against Fulham. Now, this will come together with game preview, team news, and then a little talk about the new manager that Chelsea just appointed today. I could not make the video concerning the new manager earlier, so I'll bring everything into this video. So, first of all, it is no longer news. Abi is already an old news that Chelsea has appointed a new manager today, Liam Rosenior from Strasbourg. He has been the manager at Strasbourg for the past like 2 seasons now, and he qualified Strasbourg for an European competition last season after finishing I think fifth in the French League One. So currently this season they are playing in the Conference League, which is even a good thing for them because they have not qualified for any European competition before. And this man, in his after his first season, he qualified them for an European competition, which is a good thing for him. Now, being part of the same Blue Co family, Chelsea and Strasbourg, it was easy for Chelsea to now lure him from Salzburg to Stamford Bridge, thereby replacing the departed Enzo Maresca. Is Liam Rosenior a good coach? Nobody knows a lot about him. We just know that he has been a coach at Hull City, and then from Hull City he went to Strasbourg, and then from Strasbourg he's now at Stamford Bridge. So we do not know a lot about him, but I can tell you that while he was at Hull City, he took them to the championship playoff, but he lost in the playoff games. And if he had like qualified from that playoff, he would have taken them to the Premier League, but he lost. And then when he went to Strasbourg, he finished fifth at the sixth in his first full season at Strasbourg and qualified them for the Conference League. So with this, it's not like he has won a trophy because he doesn't have a major trophy in his career, but you could see the impact of his presence in the teams that he has managed. He knows how to develop teams, he knows how to develop players. So we are hoping that he brings that energy, that talent, and that ability to develop players to this Chelsea that he just arrived at right now. We are hoping that Liam Rosenior will be that game changing man that we need. Like I said, he's relatively unknown. A lot of people don't even sabi him until Chelsea became linked to him since this Chelsea and Enzo Maresca brouhaha. That was when some people now started knowing that there is even someone that they are calling Enzo Liam Rosenior. But he's here now. Now, one person in the Chelsea team that will actually benefit a lot from him will be Andre Santos. And reason being that Andre Santos spent like 2 seasons on loan at Strasbourg. And his last season there, Rosenior was the coach at Strasbourg. And he even met Andre Santos, captain of Strasbourg. That was the season where Andre Santos had up to 11 goal involvements in the league and 4 assists, be 5 assists. So he was immense. He was very spectacular under this Liam Rosenior and Strasbourg. Yes, we know that there are a lot of differences between the Premier League and the French League. But the fact that he pulled such performances from Andre Santos can actually give a lot of the players in the Chelsea squad the confidence that this new manager coming in will give me my chance, will also try to bring out the best in me. So I just have to show him that I am equal to the task, I am capable, I have the talent. Then I will now leave the rest to him. You understand? So I think a lot of our young stars in the team has they are in good hands with this man because he will definitely give them that opportunity. The likes of Estaval will even play more under this man because seeing how he has utilized young players at Strasbourg, he's likely going to do same here in the Chelsea team. So it's a good thing that we have him. He's an Englishman and he speaks fluently. Normally, an Englishman is supposed to speak fluently. Now, what am I even saying? So he's an Englishman, and that will also help a lot in the communication around the both with the fans, with the Chelsea staffs, the players, the board, and anything other persons that operate within the club. So that is a good thing. You understand? He's currently at Stamford Bridge now. Chelsea announced him earlier in the day, but he has been like unveiled at Stamford Bridge now. So it's a good thing that we have him. We'll just give him all the support he can get as a new manager. We'll give him all the support. We'll show him all the love and hope that he takes our team to the next level. We hope that he brings that joy, that happiness that every Chelsea fan has been craving for. We hope that all of them come through this man, because we cannot just be affording to be with a manager. After 1 year, the manager will go. We will go and look for another one. And this man signed a 6.5 year contract. This is one thing I don't understand about these Chelsea owners. I don't know the intentions behind handing out these long contracts to, especially managers. I could understand players, but for managers, Potter had up to 5 years contract, and he barely spent 2 years before he was sacked. Um, okay, Lampard was an interim manager. Enzo Maresca, okay, Pochettino too had up to 3 or 4 years contract, and he was just 1 year. He left. Enzo Maresca signed up to 5 years contract, and he just spent a year and 6 months, and he left. Now this one, they have handed him a 6.5 year contract. So I just feel like it's not just down to handing out these contracts to these managers. Will you give them the time to create what they need to create within the team in order to make this team successful? Will you give them that time? Will you give them the opportunity? Will you give them the freedom to express themselves as managers? Will you? That is the big question now that should be directed towards these Chelsea owners and board members. It's not about handing out long contracts to managers that you will barely allow the opportunity to even express themselves in the club and do things their own way. This is something they should actually rethink about. Their inability to hand out opportunities and free hand to managers, because I think that has been where the issues with our previous managers has been emanating from. So if you are bringing in this manager, he's young, 41 years, and you are not giving him that freedom, he might be a yes man now that he's just coming, because he needs to be in a big club. He needs to show his abilities. He needs to show himself. You just need to have one good season at Chelsea, and he will still express his disagreement at what the Chelsea board are doing. He will still show you guys that he's not comfortable with you guys making the decisions that he's supposed to be making as the manager. You understand? So the Chelsea board should actually try and treat him differently. Let's assume that with the Pochettino, the Enzo Maresca, the Chelsea board have made their mistakes with them. Sorry. So this is a new person. Even though you don't want to give him 100% control of the transfer activities or the footballing aspect of the club, allow him some freedom, give him some control, so that he can have a say. He can have his opinions shared with you guys before you guys will now decide on whether you want to go with what he's saying or not. I'm not just plugging him out of the decision making, and out of the blue you are bringing out things to him and expect him to work with what you are bringing. It doesn't make sense. So I just feel like the Chelsea owner should actually change in this aspect in order to make any manager, not just this Liam Rosenior, if they want to succeed, if you want to succeed, your manager has to have the freedom to express himself, and not just being cagey and being too careful before he will now vex you people or something like that. So that is that about Liam Rosenior. He's at Stamford Bridge now. Welcome. And another thing, you see, Chelsea fans, I know we are used to big things. We are used to succeeding with big managers, winning trophies and all of that. This man might not have the experience that you guys usually experience at the club in the past, not with these recent people, in the past. And he might not deliver that immediate success that all of us Chelsea fans crave for, even though that is our prayer, that is our wish. But he might not give us that immediately. He might not even be as lucky as Enzo Maresca delivering the Conference League and the Club World Cup. So we should just allow this man the time to settle in, adapt. He should not just carry us to relegation. If he can run around the top four, give us a comfortable top four finish, and have a decent and interesting playing style, we are okay until we are able to settle in. If you can also get us all these FA Cup, Carling Cup trophies, we are perfectly okay for now. For now, that is the bare minimum you can give us. But I don't want that we don't bring manager, we go to look for Champions League and Premier League all of a sudden. If we get those, fine. but that would be a very big and huge ask towards this man if he just arrives and we are asking these questions. So yes, that is it about Liam Rosenior. Let's just support the man, give him all the love and backing that he needs to survive and succeed in this team. So yes, that is that. Then into Chelsea's game with Fulham. This video don't go long. Chelsea's game with Fulham. Obviously we are playing at Stamford Bridge. Now we are going to Craven Cottage, and there was this drama in the first game about Josh King of Fulham scoring a goal that was disallowed by VAR. Fulham even went ahead to award that disallowed goal that did not stand as their goal of the month for, I think that was September or so, abi August, either August or September, because that was earlier in the season. They awarded that goal. So somewhere in their mind, beef dey between Fulham and Chelsea, and they would want to cause Chelsea all sort of problem in this game tomorrow. So Chelsea should go into this game having it at the back of their mind that Fulham will not make it easy for us. Craven Cottage for that matter. We saw their game against Liverpool, their 2-2 draw with Liverpool, and we saw that screamer from Harrison Reed. Now, they are charged up. They got a 2-2 draw against Liverpool. Their next game is against Chelsea. They are not going to make it easy for us, and it's a derby game. It's not just an ordinary game. This is a derby game. See Stamford Bridge here. You walk like 2 or 3 footsteps ahead, you will see Craven Cottage. All of us did the same area. So they will not make it easy for us, especially with what happened in the first leg. The good thing is that some of our players who are not available in the City game will be available for this game. Caicedo is back from his one game suspension. Cucurella will be assessed ahead of the game according to Callum McFarlane. The same with Wesley Fofana, he will be assessed. But they have all started training. We just need to see if they are in top shape to either start the game or come from the bench. But according to McFarlane, Chelsea does not even have any new injury worries. Everybody has trained, and he just needs to assess them before the game finally to determine if they are starting or not. But Caicedo is starting this game for sure. So it's going to be a tough game. Everybody needs to bring their A game to this game, because Fulham on their own side, they know they smile. But at least a few of their key players are not around. Basse is with the Super Eagles. Iwobi is with the Super Eagles. What is this? Chukwueze is with the Super Eagles. 3 of them, they are the only AFCON absentees in the Fulham squad, and all of them are Nigerians. So, but they still have good replacements, so no go whine yourself because of their absence. They have good replacements. If not, they were not supposed to get a draw against Liverpool, but they are still a good team without these 3 men. So we should be careful. We should pay attention to Fulham in order not to drop points here. We've already not won a game in a very long time. Our last win was against Cardiff City in the EFL Cup, and then Everton in the Premier League. Since then, we never see win. Throughout December, 1 win in the Premier League after 7 games. So now, after the draw we had against City, let's have a good performance tomorrow. Let's get this 3 wins. Let's kickstart our year properly. That is just the only thing I ask of this Chelsea team. Let's kickstart our year properly. Let's start with a win, because this new manager now will be in the stands. He's not going to be coaching. He will be in the stands, and then maybe from our next game against Charlton on Sunday, he might now be the manager in charge of the game. But for this game, it is too soon for him to be the manager in charge of the game. So Callum McFarlane will take charge of the Chelsea game for the second time. And he will hope to also live on a high. After this game, he will hope to get a win before heading back to the under-21s again, before the new manager, Liam Rosenior, takes over from him. So he will be in the stands, and he will hope that some of our players impresses him in this game. So everybody needs to do their best to impress the new manager, because first impressions matter, abi. If the new manager begins seeing you like Oko from the first game, that means you don't even enter problem from his hand, because a new manager will definitely choose his people the moment he arrives. He just needs a few training sessions to identify the people he's going to be working with, his go-to people, and then the people that will still need to convince him after a while or over time, before he will now say, okay, I trust you, I'll add you to my people. So this first impression tomorrow should really matter a lot to all of you. You guys should not take the game for granted before Fulham will use us and play. Abeg. But that's just it. Chelsea Fulham, very tough game coming up. But I hope we just get the win. I believe we are going to get the win, because we have everything it takes to get this win. So let's go get it. So thank you. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly do that now. I beg. Thank you. And I'll see you soon.